Hey, welcome to Health Boost Daily. Did you know that one tiny habit, something you can do in less than 5 minutes, could shrink your swollen feet faster than you can say, "Where'd my ankles go?" Or maybe you're sitting there thinking, "Why do my feet look like they're auditioning for the Michelin Man after 60?" I feel you. It's frustrating, it's uncomfortable, and honestly, it's a little embarrassing when your shoes won't even fit. Today, I'm letting you in on the secrets to ditch that puffiness naturally. No gimmicks, no expensive gear, just stuff you can start right now. Stick with me to the end, because the third trick I'm dropping, it's so wild you'll wish you'd known it years ago. But real quick, before we dive in, do me a huge favor. Smack that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below to help me hit my first 1,000 subscribers. It's the boost I need to keep these health hacks coming your way. Ready to get those feet feeling light again? Let's do this. All right, let's get real for a sec. Swollen feet are the worst, right? If you're over 60 and your legs feel like they're smuggling water balloons, you're not alone. I mean, seriously, who signed us up for this senior puff syndrome? I've been there. Well, not me personally, but I've watched it happen to people I love. My grandma used to call her swollen ankles bread dough feet. She'd laugh it off, but I could tell it bugged her. She'd try to hide it with long skirts, but you can't hide that heavy, achy feeling, can you? And me? I've had my own battles with puffy feet after one too many lazy Netflix marathons. Turns out, sitting for hours isn't exactly a recipe for happy legs. So what's the deal? Why does this happen? And why does it feel like it sneaks up on us after 60? Well, I've spent years digging into this. Not just as some YouTuber trying to go viral, but as someone who's obsessed with figuring out how to feel good without a million doctor appointments. Today, we're unpacking it all. Why your feet turn into sponges, who's most likely to deal with it, and here's the juicy part, how to kick that swelling to the curb with tricks so simple, you'll wonder why they're not shouted from the rooftops. We're talking easy home fixes, a couple of sneaky moves you can do in your PJs, and even some food swaps that'll have your body thanking you by tomorrow. Oh, and I've got a 5-minute daily routine up my sleeve that's basically a cheat code for lighter feet. You're gonna love it. Now, quick heads up. I'm not a doctor, just a health nut who's done the homework so you don't have to. If your feet are doing something freaky or painful, definitely chat with a pro. But if you're just tired of feeling like your legs are staging a water retention protest, you're in the right place. So, grab a comfy seat, maybe prop those feet up while we're at it, and let's dive into how to take back control. You with me? Awesome, let's roll. All right. Let's kick things off with the million-dollar question. Why the heck do our feet swell up after 60? I mean, it's like one day you're strolling around feeling fine, and the next, boom, your ankles look like they're prepping for a hot air balloon audition. So here's the deal. Picture your body like an old car. You know, the kind that still gets you from point A to point B, but the engine's not exactly purring like it did back in the day. That's your circulatory system after 60. The veins, the heart, the kidneys, they're still working, but they're not winning any speed races anymore. Blood and fluid that's supposed to zip around your body like it's on a highway, it starts slacking off, taking the scenic route, and before you know it, it's pooling up in your feet and ankles like a lazy river at a water park. Gravity's basically the bouncer here, keeping all that extra fluid down low where we don't want it. But hold up. It's not just about getting older. Oh no, there's a whole crew of troublemakers that can make this worse. Ever sit through a movie marathon or stand all day cooking for the family? That's a one-way ticket to Puffsville. Same goes for a salty dinner. Think chips, pizza, or that takeout you swore was a one-time treat. Sodium's like a magnet for water in your body, and your feet end up paying the price. And don't even get me started on meds. Stuff like blood pressure pills or diabetes drugs can throw your fluid balance so out of whack, you'd think your legs were staging a protest. I've seen it happen. A buddy of mine started a new prescription, and bam, his socks were crying for mercy within a week. Now, let's dig a little deeper, because it's not always just lifestyle or age playing the bad guy here. There's other stuff stirring the pot, like arthritis sneaking in with its inflammation vibes, making your joints ache and your feet swell up like they're mad at you. Or maybe it's those funky veins. You know, the ones that start looking like a road map on your legs. That's called venous insufficiency, and it's basically your veins saying, "Nah, we're not pumping this fluid back up today." Then there's your heart. If it's working overtime or not quite keeping up, fluid can start camping out downstairs too. Even your kidneys can join the party. If they're not filtering like they used to, you're stuck with extra water hanging around where it shouldn't. Me? I've had my own wake-up calls. Picture this: a rainy Sunday, me glued to the couch, binging some true crime doc, feet up on the coffee table. Sounds like heaven, right? Wrong. By episode 3, my feet were so puffy, I could have sworn they were plotting to leave me for a cushier gig. Too much sitting, not enough moving. It's a classic trap. But here's the thing I've learned after years of poking around this stuff. Yeah, it's normal to a degree. Our bodies change. Life happens. Blah, blah, blah. But you don't have to just shrug and deal with it like it's some badge of aging honor. Nope, we're smarter than that. And here's where it gets fun. It's not all doom and gloom. You can fight back. And I'm not talking rocket science. Think about what you're eating. Too much salt's a swelling magnet. But stuff like potassium-rich bananas or a handful of almonds can tell that extra fluid to hit the road. Ever tried sipping cucumber water? Sounds fancy, but it's just slices in a jug, hydrates you, and helps flush out the junk. Even little things like wiggling your toes during a commercial break can keep things flowing. Point is, once you know why this happens, you've got the keys to fix it. Age might slow us down, but it doesn't get to win. Not on my watch, and definitely not on yours. So, let's roll up our sleeves and figure out how to send that swelling packing. You with me? Okay, so now that we've cracked the code on why your feet turn into water balloons after 60, all that lazy blood, salty snacks, and gravity being a total buzzkill, let's shift gears and talk about who's most likely to get hit with this swelling saga. Because let's be real, not everyone's feet puff up the same way, right? Some of us are just cruising through life, or others are out here dodging swelling like it's a party crasher that won't take a hint. So, who's gotta watch out? Buckle up, because we're about to run down the list. And don't worry, even if you're on it, I've got your back with fixes that actually work. First up, if you're carrying a little extra weight, and hey, no judgment here, life's too short for kale-only diets, that's a big red flag. Extra pounds put more pressure on your legs, and your veins are like, we didn't sign up for this. It's like overloading a backpack. Eventually, something's gotta give, and your feet end up holding the bag, or in this case, the fluid. I've seen it with my uncle. He's a big guy, loves his barbecue ribs, and his ankles? They'd swell up like he'd been standing in a puddle all day. Point is, weight can tip the scales toward puffiness real fast. Next, let's talk about the couch potatoes. You know who you are. If you're barely moving off that recliner, swelling's basically got an open invite to crash your party. Sitting or standing still for hours, whether you're binge-watching your favorite show or stuck in line at the DMV, it's like putting your circulation on pause. Your blood's just chilling down there, and your feet pay the price. I'm guilty of this too. One time, I got so hooked on a cooking show, I didn't budge for 3 hours. Guess what? My socks were cutting into my ankles like they were staging a revolt. Movement's your friend here, folks. Even a little wiggle goes a long way. Then there's the health stuff that can sneak up on you. If you're wrestling with big hitters like diabetes or heart issues, swelling's more likely to tag along. Diabetes can mess with your blood vessels, making it harder to keep fluid moving, while a heart that's not pumping at full speed lets stuff pool up like a traffic jam. Arthritis can jump in too. That inflammation's no joke, and it loves to make your joints and feet feel like they're throwing a tantrum. And don't sleep on varicose veins. Those twisty blue lines popping up on your legs, they're not just a fashion statement. They're a sign your veins are slacking off, letting fluid hang out where it shouldn't. My neighbor's got 'em bad. She calls them her leg tattoos, but they're why her feet look puffy by noon. Oh, and meds. Can we talk about this for a sec? Some prescriptions are like the ultimate swelling sidekicks. Stuff like steroids or calcium channel blockers, you know, the ones for blood pressure or inflammation. They practically roll out the red carpet for fluid to camp out in your legs. It's wild. I had a friend who started a new med for her joints, and within days, she was texting me pics of her feet like, "What is happening?" Turns out, it was her pills playing tricks. If you're on something like that, don't ditch it. Talk to your doc, but it's good to know it might be part of the puzzle. Here's the kicker though, and this is where I get pumped. Even if you're checking all these boxes, you're not doomed to a life of puffy feet. Nope, not even close. I've seen people turn it around with a few smart tweaks, and trust me, you can too. Think about it. Cut back on those salty chips and swap in some watermelon. It's like nature's water flusher. Or sneak in a quick stretch during your coffee break. Little moves, big wins. You don't have to overhaul your whole life. I mean, who's got time for that? But knowing who's at risk is like having a map to dodge the swelling bullet. So, whether you're a Netflix junkie like me or just dealing with some health curveballs, stick around. We're about to unpack how to kick this to the curb. No fancy doctor's note required. Alright, so we've figured out why your feet swell up after 60 and who's most likely to be waving the white flag at this puffiness parade. Whether it's the extra weight, the couch potato vibes, or those sneaky meds throwing a wrench in the works. But here's where the fun starts. You don't have to just sit there and take it. Let's get into the good stuff. How to fight back with some home remedies that actually work. These are my go-to tricks, some straight from the classic playbook. Others I've picked up from years of trial and error. And trust me, I've had my share of flops to figure out what sticks. No fancy equipment, no doctor's note, just simple stuff you can do right at home to send that swelling packing. Ready to roll? Let's dive in. Elevate those legs like a pro. First up, let's talk about elevating your legs. And no, I don't mean just kicking them up on the coffee table while you're yelling at the TV during a football game. Here's the deal. Prop your feet up above your heart level. Think a stack of pillows on the couch, or even leaning back in bed with your legs resting on the headboard. Aim for 15 to 20 minutes, a couple times a day, maybe once in the afternoon and once before bed. Why does this work? Gravity's your wingman here. It pulls all that trapped fluid out of your feet and back into circulation where it belongs. I do this all the time while scrolling my phone or flipping through a magazine. Multitasking for the win. It's like giving your legs a mini vacation, and after a few days, you'll notice they're not screaming at you anymore. Pro tip, if your back's not a fan of lying flat, toss a cushion under your hips too. Comfort's key. Epsom Salt Soak, your feet's new BFF. Next, let's get fancy with an Epsom Salt Soak. And don't worry, you don't need a spa budget for this one. Grab a tub or even a big mixing bowl. Fill it with warm water, not scalding, just cozy. And toss in a handful of Epsom salt, about a half cup if you're measuring. Soak your feet for 15 minutes. Kick back. Maybe put on some tunes. The magnesium in that salt? It's like a chill pill for your muscles. It relaxes them, pulls out extra fluid, and even sweeps away some of those toxins clogging things up. My grandma swore by this. She'd say, "Honey, this is my spa day on a budget." And she wasn't wrong. After a soak, her feet looked less like dough balls and more like, well, feet. Me? I tried it after a long day of running errands, and I swear I could feel the puffiness melting away. Bonus, it's dirt cheap. Grab a bag at the drugstore, and you're set for months. Hydrate like a champ. Yes, really. Okay, This one might sound nuts. Drinking more water when your feet are already bloated? Hear me out, because this is a game changer. When you're dehydrated, your body freaks out and holds on to every drop it's got, especially if you've been hitting the salty snacks. But chug some water. Aim for 8 glasses a day, and it flushes out sodium, the real bad guy behind all that swelling. I like to jazz it up with a lemon slice or a few cucumber chunks. Feels fancy. Tastes refreshing and keeps me sipping. Ever notice how you feel lighter after a good water day? That's your body saying thanks for kicking the excess junk to the curb. Start small if you're not a water fan. A glass with breakfast, one at lunch, and watch the magic happen. Ditch the salt shaker. Spice it up instead. Speaking of sodium, let's talk about ditching the salt shaker. Too much salt's like a sponge in your body. It soaks up water and parks it in your feet like it's setting up camp. I used to be that person who'd sprinkle salt on everything. Fries, eggs, you name it, until I realized my ankles were paying the price. So here's what I did. I swapped it for spices. Turmeric's my jam. It's anti-inflammatory, gives your food a golden glow, and tastes like a chef kissed it. Throw in some black pepper or garlic powder, and you've got flavor without the puff. Oh, and watch out for sneak compression socks. Ugly, but awesome. Now let's talk compression socks. And yeah, they're not winning any fashion awards, but these bad boys are a total game changer. They hug your legs just right, giving your veins a little push to move blood upward instead of letting it pool down low. I started wearing them on long car rides. You know, those trips where you're stuck in the seat for hours and your legs start feeling like lead? Night and day difference. You can grab a pair at most stores. Look for mild or medium compression if you're new to it, and wear them during the day when you're on your feet a lot. They're like a secret weapon. Not sexy, but dang, they work. My neighbor laughed when I told her about them, then tried a pair and texted me, "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" My bonus hacks: ginger tea and potassium power. All right, here's where I throw in my own flair. Stuff I've picked up that's not in every health book. First, sip some ginger tea. Grate a little fresh ginger, steep it in hot water, add a drizzle of honey. It's a natural anti-inflammatory that tastes like a warm hug. I started this after reading it helps with swelling, and now it's my go-to when my legs feel off. Feels better, fights the puff. Win-win. Second, lean into potassium-rich foods. Bananas, oranges, even a sweet potato. They're like nature's fluid balancers. I mash a banana into my oatmeal or snack on orange slices. Keeps things moving and cuts the bloat. Potassium tells your body, hey, we don't need all this water hanging around. Trust me, sneak these into your day and you'll feel the difference. These remedies, they're not just random hacks. They're the real deal, tested by me and folks I know. You don't need a PhD or a fat wallet. Just a little time and stuff you've probably got in your kitchen already. So pick one, try it out, and let's get those feet back to feeling like they belong to you. Okay, so we've just loaded up your toolbox with some killer home remedies. Elevating those legs, soaking in Epsom salt, sipping ginger tea like it's your new side hustle. And trust me, those tricks are already putting swelling on notice. But if you really want to send it running for the hills, moving's your secret weapon. Yep, I said it. Movement. And before you roll your eyes and say, "Oh, great, here comes the gym lecture," hold up. This isn't about sweating it out on a treadmill or lifting weights like you're training for the Olympics. We're talking gentle, easy stuff you can do right at home. No fancy gear required. These exercises are like little ninjas, low-key, sneaky, but they pack a serious punch when it comes to kicking swelling to the curb. I've been doing them for years, tweaking them to fit my lazy days, and they've saved my feet more times than I can count. So, grab a chair, get comfy, and let's get those legs moving. You ready? Here we go. Ankle pumps. Rev up that circulation. First up, ankle pumps. Think of this as your warm-up act. Sit back in a chair or even lie on the couch if you're feeling extra chill. Point your toes up toward your head like you're reaching for the ceiling, then push them down like you're flooring the gas pedal in a car. Back and forth, nice and smooth. Do about 20 reps. This gets your blood pumping like you've just hit the accelerator on your circulation. I love doing these when I'm stuck on a Zoom call. Nobody knows I'm secretly fighting foot puffiness under the desk. It's so simple, but it wakes up those lazy veins and tells that fluid, time to move out. Start slow if you're new to it. Even 10 reps will get the party started. Toe flex party. Wake up those little guys. Next, let's throw a toe flex party. Because why should your ankles have all the fun? While you're sitting, curl your toes under tight, like you're gripping the floor. Then spread them out wide, like you're showing off your pedicure. Do this 15 times per foot. It's like a mini stretch session for those tiny muscles down there. Keeps everything loose and limber. And bonus points, it helps with that lymphatic drainage stuff that's always clogging up when you're swollen. I got into this after a podiatrist friend told me it's a secret weapon for foot health, and man, was she right. I'll do it while I'm waiting for my coffee to brew. 15 seconds of flexing, and my feet already feel less like bricks. Try it. You'll be surprised how good it feels. Seated marches. Mini workout, big results. Now let's step it up, pun intended, with seated marches. Stay in that chair, sit up straight like you're about to impress someone, and lift one knee at a time, slow and steady, like you're marching in slow motion. Alternate legs, do 20 reps total, 10 per side. This feels like a mini workout without breaking a sweat, and it gets your whole lower body in on the action. Your blood starts flowing, your legs wake up, and that swelling doesn't stand a chance. I started doing these during commercial breaks. You know, when the ads are droning on about car insurance? By the time my show's back, I've tricked my legs into thinking they've been productive. It's sneaky, it's easy, and it works. What's not to love? Calf raises, tone and flow. All right, time to stand up for this one. Calf raises are next, and they're a total MVP. Grab a chair for balance. I use my kitchen counter sometimes. Then, rise up onto the balls of your feet like you're trying to peek over a fence. Hold it for a sec, then lower back down nice and slow. Aim for 15 reps. This tones your calves and gets that blood circulating like it's on a mission. I used to skip these because honestly, I thought they sounded boring. But then I noticed how much lighter my legs felt after just a week. Now I'll do them while I'm brushing my teeth. 2 minutes of dental hygiene and a free leg workout? Yes, please. If standing's tough, you can even do a seated version. Just push up with your toes against the floor. Either way, it's a swelling buster. Foot circles. Loosen it all up. Last but not least, foot circles. The chillest move of the bunch. Lift one foot off the floor. You can sit or lie down, whatever vibe you're feeling, and rotate it in slow circles. 10 times clockwise, then 10 counterclockwise. Switch to the other foot and repeat. This loosens up your ankle joint, gets the fluid moving, and feels like a little massage for your feet. I do these at night while I'm winding down with a book. It's so relaxing, I almost forget I'm exercising. My mom caught me doing it once and laughed. What are you, a ballerina now? But joke's on her. Her feet were puffy, mine weren't. It's low effort, high reward. Perfect for anyone who's not about that gym life. Here's the best part. I do all these while watching TV or puttering around the house. No excuses, no fuss. They're so low-key, you'll barely notice you're doing them. But they pack a punch when it comes to fighting swelling. I mean, who needs a treadmill when you've got ankle pumps and toe flexes, right? Mix and match them into your day. Maybe some marches in the morning, calf raises at lunch, and watch how fast your feet start thanking you. These aren't just random moves. Fare your ticket to lighter legs, and I'm living proof they deliver. So pick one, give it a whirl, and let's keep that swelling on the run. Okay, so we've just turned you into a swelling fighting ninja with those easy exercises. Ankle pumps, calf raises, the whole sneaky lineup. And your legs are probably already plotting a thank you note. But if you want to take this to the next level and really give puffiness the boot, it's time to talk about what's on your plate. Yep, swelling's not just about moving. What you eat and sip matters big time, maybe even more than you think. I used to figure it was all about kicking back with my feet up. But once I started tweaking my food game, it was like flipping a switch. My legs felt lighter, faster. So let's level up with some food tricks, vitamin hacks, and a couple of my personal faves that'll have your body singing your praises. No crash diets, no weird cleanses, just tasty, simple stuff that works. Ready to dig in? Let's roll. Potassium Power, nature's fluid fixer. First up, let's talk Potassium Power. This is your VIP ticket to keeping fluid buildup in check. Foods like bananas, avocados, and spinach are loaded with it, and they basically tell your body, hey, we don't need all this extra water hanging around. I'm obsessed with mashing avocado on toast. A little salt-free seasoning, maybe a drizzle of olive oil. It's yum and functional, like breakfast with a mission. Bananas? I grab one on the go. Peel, eat, done. And it's like a portable swelling buster. Spinach is sneaky. Toss it in a smoothie with some berries, and you won't even know you're being healthy. My aunt used to swear by sweet potatoes too. Roast them up with a sprinkle of cinnamon, and you've got a potassium-packed side that tastes like dessert. Point is, potassium's your buddy for balancing fluids. Get it in daily, and watch the puff start to fade. Omega-3's inflammation's worst enemy. Next, let's bring in the big guns. Omega-3s. These bad boys cut inflammation like it's their day job, and swelling hates them for it. Salmon's my go-to. Grill it with some lemon and herbs, and your heart's cheering too because it's getting a boost while your feet chill out. Not a fish fan? Walnuts have you covered. Toss a handful into your oatmeal or just munch 'em straight. I started sneaking sardines into my rotation after reading they're an omega-3 powerhouse. Sounds weird, but on a cracker with a little hot sauce, trust me, it's a vibe. Even flax seeds work. Sprinkle them on yogurt or blend them into a shake. Less inflammation means less swelling, and these goodies make it taste good while they're at it. I've noticed my joints feel less cranky too. Double win. Vitamin Boost, your circulation's cheer squad. Now let's talk vitamins, because your body's begging for a little extra love here. Vitamin B6 is a fluid balance champ. Think chicken, chickpeas, or even a baked potato. I'll whip up a quick chickpea salad with some olive oil and lemon. Easy lunch, big payoff. Vitamin C's your vein-strengthening hero. Oranges, bell peppers, strawberries. They keep those blood vessels tough, so fluid doesn't leak out where it shouldn't. I slice up a bell pepper to snack on while I'm cooking. Crunchy, sweet, and my legs thank me later. Then there's vitamin E. Almonds, sunflower seeds, a little hazelnut spread if I'm feeling naughty. It keeps circulation humming like a well-oiled machine. I used to pop supplements, but honestly, getting it from food feels better and tastes way more fun. Mix these into your week, and you're building a swelling-proof fortress from the inside out. Watch out! Dodge the sodium traps. Here's the flip side. You've got to watch out for the swelling saboteurs. Processed junk is the worst. Chips, frozen meals, that convenient microwave pizza, they're sodium bombs waiting to explode in your legs. I used to think, oh, one bag of chips won't hurt, until I caught my ankles looking like they doubled in size overnight. Even sneaky stuff like canned soups or deli meats, check those labels, because 1,000 milligrams of sodium in one serving is not your friend. My rule now? If it's got more sodium than a salt lick, it's out of here. Swap it for fresh stuff. Roast your own veggies, grill some chicken, You'll feel the difference by dinner. Less sodium, less puff. It's that simple. My go-to hacks: breakfast armor and turmeric magic. Here's my take, and this is where I get a little braggy because it works so well. Start your day with oatmeal, a banana, and a handful of nuts. It's like putting on armor against puffiness before you even leave the house. I'll cook my oats with a splash of almond milk, toss in some walnuts, and slice that banana right on top. Takes 5 minutes, and I'm set. Keeps me full, keeps the swelling down. Can't ask for more. Oh, and if your joints ache with that swelling, maybe some arthritis creeping in, turmeric's your buddy. Sprinkle it on eggs, mix it into rice, or even stir it into warm milk with a pinch of pepper. It's anti-inflammatory magic. I started this after a friend swore it helped her knees, and now I'm hooked. My legs feel less grumpy, and my food's got a glow up. These hacks aren't just theory. They're my daily playbook, and they'll work for you too. This isn't about turning your kitchen upside down. It's about smart swaps and little wins. Swelling's a team effort. Movement helps, but what you eat seals the deal. So grab a banana, roast some fish, and let's keep those feet happy. You're crushing it already. All right, so we've just supercharged your swelling defense with some killer food and vitamin tricks. Munching on bananas, grilling up salmon, and dodging those sodium bombs like a pro. Your kitchen's basically a puffiness-fighting HQ now. But if you want to tie it all together and make this a no-brainer part of your day, I've got something special for you. A 5-minute daily routine that's so easy, you'll wonder why you didn't start it sooner. This is where all those home remedies, exercises, and food hacks click into place. It's like the cherry on top of your anti-swelling sundae. I've been tweaking this routine for years, testing it on myself and folks I know, and I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Stick with it for just 1 week, and you'll feel the difference. I'd bet my whole channel on it. Ready to make it happen? Here's your 5-minute fix, broken down into 3 little chunks: morning, afternoon, and evening. Morning kickoff. Wake up those legs. Start your day with a quick leg wake-up call, 15 calf raises, and 20 ankle pumps. You can knock this out before your coffee's even done brewing. Stand by the counter. Rise up onto your toes for those calf raises. Slow and steady, feel that stretch. Then sit down for the ankle pumps, pointing your toes up and down like you're revving an engine. Takes maybe 2 minutes total, and it's like hitting the reset button on your circulation. I do this while I'm waiting for my oatmeal to cook. No fancy setup, just me and my kitchen. It's a tiny effort that tells swelling, not today, buddy. If you're still half asleep, start with 10 reps and build up. The point is to get moving, not stress out. Afternoon boost. Stretch and stroll. Midday, give your legs a little love with a 10-minute walk and some foot circles. Lace up your sneakers, or heck, go barefoot around the house if that's your vibe, and take a chill stroll. Around the block, down the hallway, whatever works. Just keep it easy, no speed walking required. Then, sit back and do 10 foot circles per side. Lift 1 foot, spin it clockwise, then counterclockwise, nice and slow. Takes about 3 minutes total, and it keeps that blood flowing so fluid doesn't settle in. I'll do this after lunch, a quick lap around my yard, then circles while I'm checking emails. It's so simple, but it's like a mini reset for your legs. Keeps them light when the day starts dragging. Evening wind down. Soak and chill. Finish strong at night with an Epsom salt soak and some elevation. Grab that tub, toss in a handful of Epsom salt with warm water, and soak your feet for 15 minutes, or 10 if you're short on time. Then, prop your legs up on some pillows while you chill. Watch TV, read a book, scroll your phone, whatever unwinds you. This combo's pure gold. The magnesium relaxes everything, and gravity pulls that fluid out while you're just kicking back. I've made this my evening ritual. Soak while I'm catching up on my shows, then elevate until I'm ready for bed. After a long day, it's like a spa treat that doubles as a swelling zapper. 1 week of this, and my feet went from puffy to hey, I can see my ankles again. This routine's not rocket science. It's just a few minutes sprinkled through your day, tying together everything we've talked about. Morning gets you going. Afternoon keeps you steady. Evening seals the deal. I've seen it work wonders. My neighbor tried it and texted me after 3 days. Why didn't I know about this sooner? Stick with it for a week. Tweak it to fit your life. And I'm telling you, you'll feel lighter than you have in ages. It's your 5-minute ticket to happier feet. Let's make it a habit. Wow, can you believe how much ground we've covered today? From elevating your legs like a pro, to munching on potassium-packed bananas, to sneaking in those ninja exercises and locking it down with a 5-minute routine, you've got a full-on toolkit to tackle swollen feet like a total boss. I'm so pumped for you. So here's my question. Which hack are you stoked to try first? That Epsom soak that feels like a budget spa day? Those calf raises you can do while brushing your teeth? Drop it in the comments below. I'm dying to hear what's got you excited, and I read every single one, promise. If this video's helped you even a little, maybe given you a light bulb moment, or just made you laugh at my puffy feet stories, do me a solid and give it a big ol' like. Share it with a friend or family member who's been complaining about their own bread dough feet. You might just be their hero. And hey, let's get Health Boost Daily to 1,000 subscribers together. Hit that subscribe button. It's right there waiting for you. Next week, we're diving into something juicy, the one vitamin your body's secretly screaming for after 60. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So tap that bell icon to get the heads up when it drops. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You guys are the real MVPs, and I love bringing these health hacks to you. You're awesome. You're crushing it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay healthy, keep those feet happy, and see you soon.